students, once again welcome back to English Grammar Coaching. Today we would study an important grammar concept, infinitive verb, gerunds and participles. Students, this concept is very much important because it is asked in every exam, whether it is your school exam or competitive exams. And today I will teach you the very simple ways to identify infinitive, gerund and participles. Even you are basic learners, you will understand it very easily. So let us know the functions of gerund, infinitive verbs and participles in sentences. Let's begin. What are infinitives? So infinitives are nothing but a non-finite verb. Now what is non-finite verb? So non-finite verb is nothing but a verb which is not followed by the subject, not governed by the subject. Now it is dangerous to play with fire. Now in first example we are having two verbs, is and to play. So is, it is finite verb because it is governed by the subject. It is followed by the subject. To play, it is non-finite verb because it is not followed by the subject, not governed by the subject. Now what are infinitives? So infinitives are nothing but when we add to the action verb, so it becomes infinitive. Now it is dangerous to play with fire. Now what is play? Play here it is action. It shows the action, okay? And play, it is a root verb. See, action verb has forms. Play, played, played. Just like if we say played, so played it is past form, correct now? So play, played, played, playing. So it has forms, but when we add to the root form, root verb of action, so it becomes our infinitive. Second example, he is busy to pack his things. To pack. Now pack, it is action verb. When to is added, then it becomes infinitive. To pack, it is infinitive. Now I fail to understand your arguments. To understand, here again understand it is action verb. So when to is added to action verb to the original verb, original form of the verb, so it becomes infinitive. In the same way I would like to share it is infinitive. He is smart enough to understand our plan. So to understand, again it is infinitive. So what did I say? That when we add to the root verb of action to the first form of the action, then it is our infinitive. If I say that I would like to go to market, to market if I say, then it won't be our infinitive because market is a place, okay? So here to market if I say, it will be wrong because it won't be infinitive because it is a place, and here to is playing role of preposition. So when to is added to the verb only, then only it becomes infinitive. About participles. The participle is a non-finite verb. It functions sometimes as a verb and sometimes as an adjective. Hence, it is also be called a verbal adjective. So, what did I say? That participles, present participle and past participle, both play either role of verb or an adjective. Now, how will you understand that whether it is playing role of adjective or as a verb? See the example. This is an interesting book. Now, this is an interesting book. Interesting, it is adjective, and book, it is a noun. So this interesting word, it is qualifying the noun. And what is noun here? Book. So when word which qualifies the noun is known as adjective, and here it is ing form, and that's why it is present participle. We appreciated the charming sight. How is the sight? Charming. So charming, this word is qualifying sight, and that's why it is playing role of an adjective. So here present participle, but it is verbal adjective. The crying baby had a wet diaper. The crying baby. How is the baby? Crying baby. So baby, it is noun here, and crying, this word is qualifying the baby, and that's why it is an adjective. Past participle. The retired officer went for a walk. Retired officer. How is the officer? Retired. So retire, it is past participle, but here it is playing role of verbal adjective. Now, second example, the spoiled child was ignored by the parents. Spoiled child. How is a child? Spoiled child. So, spoiled, it is third form of the verb. It is past participle, but here it is playing role of verbal adjective. He baked cookies for kids. Baked cookies. How are the cookies? Baked cookies. Now, baked, this word qualifies the cookies, and that's why this baked, it is verbal adjective. So what did I say? That present participle and past participle both play role of verb as well as an adjective. So here in all these examples, whether that is present participle or past participle, both are playing role of verbal adjective. Gerunds. So gerunds and present participles in the sentence are nothing but a ing form of action verbs, just like swim, swimming, dance, dancing, paint, painting, scold, scolding. So when we add ing to the root verb of action verb, so it becomes either gerund or present participle. Now what is gerund here? So gerund, it functions as a verbal noun. Now see here in the first example, swimming is a good exercise. Swimming, generally it is action verb, right now, but here it doesn't show action. It is playing role of noun. It has come on the place of subject, and on the place of subject generally we get noun or pronoun. So here it is playing role of noun, and that's why swimming, it is a verbal noun and it is gerund here. Second example, my hobby is painting. Here painting, it is action verb, right now, but here it is not playing role of action. It is playing role of noun here. It has come on the place of object. Okay, so here it is also verbal noun and it is gerund here. Third example, watching television keeps them busy. Watching, again ing form, that means it is gerund and it is playing role of noun, and that's why it is gerund. She is fond of reading book. Fond of reading book. So reading, it is playing role of noun here, verbal noun here, and that's why it is gerund. Sharing is the best policy. Sharing, so sharing, it is verb again, but here it has come on the place of subject and it is playing role of verbal noun, and that's why it is gerund here. Next example, reading improves our knowledge. So reading, again here it is playing role of verbal noun, and that's why it is gerund. So what did I say? That gerund is nothing but a ing form of the action verb, but when it plays role of noun, plays role of verbal noun, then it becomes gerund here. Okay. Gerund and present participle. Students, as we have studied gerund and present participle, both are same form, that is ing form of action verb, but both function in different way. Now have a look on these examples. We taught them dancing. The dancing peacocks attracted the weavers. Now here in first example, dancing, it is playing role of verbal noun, and the second example, dancing peacock. Peacocks, it is noun here, and dancing word, this is describing noun, and that's why dancing, it is verbal adjective. Writing is fun. Bring your writing material when you come. Here writing is fun, it is verbal noun. Bring your writing material. So material, it is noun, and that's why writing, it is qualifying material, qualifying noun, and that's why writing, it is here verbal adjective. Driving car requires a license. Driving, it is verbal noun. He could not see a thing in the driving rain. Rain, again it is noun here, and driving, this word is qualifying rain, and that's why it is verbal adjective. So always remember, gerund, present participle, both are equal form, same form, ing form of action verb, but both function in different way. Gerund function as verbal noun and present participle function as verbal adjective.